in the country. It's a very cold night indeed, but I don't think that will hold these two teams back. Celtic desperately needing a win tonight, if nothing else, to restore some of the prestige after one of their poorest performances in a long time on Saturday against Hibs. Johnston. Craig Levein as Johnson. Well, rather surprising, he held back on that. Provan missed Saturday's game. Very valuable man. I thought he played very well in the first game against Dundee. Well, the kid tries to pick it up, and that was a late-ish tackle. Tommy Burns. Mugabe came on as a sub on Saturday. Too late and too ineffective. Monty McLeod pushing forward. Gets a corner kick. Well, Monty McLeod went into full-back on Saturday when Celtic rearranged the full-backs. They're back to a Danny McGrain at left-back, Willie McStay in the right-back position, and that was a very good save indeed. Robertson. Black. Pierce O'Leary sending that forward. O'Leary, whom I would exempt from criticism on Saturday. I thought he played very steadily. He has a good eye, tries to be constructive in clearance. And there he is again. Hovering ball. Clark. Kid way down the line. I think it'll go, but it does. Mugabe finding it difficult to bring that down and being impeded indeed, sandwiched between the two Hearts players, which he didn't like at all. That's Andy Watson. Roy Aiken. Provan. Yeah, pushed down by Black. Kenny Black, curious enough, I was talking to the old Celtic player Jimmy Delaney, who really thought this boy has improved since going to Tynecastle, and he has, playing in midfield. There he is again, mighty clearance. There's O'Leary, not too happy with that. On it goes to Robertson. It's a great chance for Robertson, and he scored. 1-0 for Hearts. Robertson the scorer. And oh dear, that's Celtic defence. Indeed, the man I was praising, Pierce O'Leary, looked rather stranded and flat, and neatly taken by Clark, and Robertson going in. And although recently he's gone off the boil, what about that for a finish? Perfection. 4 minutes gone. Levein let him do all the work. Craig Levein, who was signed from Cowdenbeath for 40,000, and I think Hearts could probably get 150,000 for him right now, except that they don't want to sell. That's Johnston, a little bit too much. McStay to his brother Willie. What's the 1-2? Provan. Paul McStay, look at that lovely curl. Well, you may have noted that Henry Smith decided to commit himself, hesitated, and that made him very vulnerable, so I'm sure he's delighted Ronnie McDonald conceded that corner kick. Oh, right over the top. Watson, Robinson on his own. Very intelligent play indeed. Old Clark might have pushed that wide to the right. Cowie. Oh, it's captain. Great move there, and there's Henry Smith. Well, that surprised the entire Hearts defence. Oh, full credit there to Davy Probert. He simply refused to give up, and he almost caught out Henry Smith, but the goalkeeper did extremely well to get back into that position. Just in front of Mo Johnson. Clark. Watson should pick it up, and he does. Danny McGrain committed himself, came forward. Now Robertson. O'Leary. Watson to Robertson. Crowded out. That was very good play indeed. Monty McLeod. Strength in the tackle. Accuracy with the pass. McStay. McGrain was edging forward on the left. McStay changed his mind on Mugabe. McLeod, and that was Tommy Burns in a way. Suddenly really applying the screw now. Johnston. Robin. Surely offside. I think the linesman had his flag up, did he? Oh, there. Well, the Hearts players looked across, were rather transfixed, I may say, but he was not offside, and that was a decided let-off. Ends up as a corner kick. Good jump there, and McLeod, I think, really beaten by the advancing Hearts defence. Ball almost jammed between the two heads. Now Burns. Celtic do need something out of Burns in a game like this. Burns is one of the most subtle, intelligent players in Scottish football, but sometimes he kind of locks himself out of a game. Temperamental in that sense. Oh, Watson, good running. He did a little too much himself, though. He may have got a free kick out of that, but he had Whittaker absolutely free on the left. There's nobody beside him. Well, there's a sizable Heart support in the background watching this free kick. Oh, that's almost in. It is. It's the second one. Andy Watson put it over eventually, to the disgust of Bonner. Well, initially that was an extremely good save by Bonner. It whistled through at him, he got down on it. He couldn't hold it, there was a scramble, I thought it would be put away, and eventually just shoved over by Watson. 2-0, almost on the half hour. That's a free kick. No. Thought it was. Referee waits. Play on. There's Burns. It's away wide. Now here's McGrain. Robin, nice one in. Mugabe. Whittaker. Neatly round the side. That's a free kick. No question about that as McStay dug in. Well, there he is, the man they brought back from Leeds, used to play for Aberdeen. I think he's paid his way tonight handsomely. Proven. Been marked closely. Oh, McStay a little bit unfortunate. Trod on the ball when it seemed as if he would be right through. Proven fighting very hard. Gets a free kick. Spotting handshake there by Kai. That curls away around. There it is. Oh, it's saved. Johnston. Well. I honestly think it was easier to score. The goal was gaping. A brilliant jump, and he headed it straight at the goalkeeper, who did very well in a reflexive way. It was very quick, instinctive save, but it really ought to have been scored. McStay. Just got that down with the shoulder. Danny McGray. So they tried to spread it around and get the corner kick. Levine committed himself, not a single Celtic player did though. Oh. Hart slightly fortunate to get away with that. Here's Watson. There's a long one, Whittaker. Willie McStay. Well, just for 1 minute I thought he had overhit that. Aiken. O'Leary. Celtic have got to push everybody forward. Johnson doesn't get that one. Watson rather fecklessly away though. Danny McGray. Oh, beautiful chip in. McLeod with a chance. Brilliantly saved in Johnson. 2-1. Celtic fighting back. Now that was a really brilliant save by the Hearts goalkeeper, and you really couldn't fault him for the ball rebounding off to Johnson, who nipped in there very smartly to make it 2-1 with only about 7 minutes to have time. Something for the Celtic supporters to sing and shout about. They've been precious little over the last couple of games. Right beyond McStay, Aiken. And I think a late tackle on Aiken, and it would be a very interesting game now. Celtic want to come back just before half-time to level terms. David Proven. Jordan. Corner kick. It's exactly what Celtic wanted, to keep the pressure on. Willie McStay was the back heel and just pushed anywhere there. Burns. Out come Hearts. Proven. Ball with a vicious spin on it. Conley had gone over. Here's McGarvey. Levine. Out to Proven. Well, I think you call that a full-back shot. eases the pressure on Hearts. O'Leary. Good jump by McGrain. Oh, it's a different kind of Celtic now. Really enthused, going about the business well. Kidd hesitated. However, there's Levine. And I would really say at this stage that Hearts have sat back just a little too much in that lead. McGrain, he did that very well. Kept his eye on the ball. Too hard with that one, though. Clark, and I think he handled it, yes. Referee indicates that very clearly. Much to the amusement of Clark, thought he might get away with it. Stay. Mike McGarvey. Virtually on the half-time whistle. Seconds remaining. Might be a little injury time. That's McStay. Feels for a penalty. Referee will have nothing of it. And in fact, to the background of dissent by the Celtic supporters, the half-time whistle has gone, and there's the man who scored that second goal for Hearts to give them a valuable 2-0 lead. A very, very good start, an incisive start by Hearts with that John Robinson goal, sweeping it away in 4 minutes. Then Hearts going further ahead with Watson scoring the second, just nudging it over the line. And eventually Celtic fighting back very strongly, getting spirit from somewhere. Maurice Johnson heading that past a goalkeeper who's been quite excellent tonight. And Celtic at one stage looked as if they were well out of this game. They most certainly are not now, and I look forward to a very interesting second half indeed. Well, that's Frank McGarvey, anxious to get on with it. Indeed, the entire Celtic team sprinted out of the tunnel as if they felt they could yet save this game. There's McGrain. Willie McStay, Danny McGrain in the right full-back position. McStay going right across towards Sandy Clark, covering him there. That's a lovely ball down. Kidd tried to go through. Hooks it too hard. Oh, he didn't have sufficient enough control there. Johnson, total misjudgment. McGrain. Off the back of the head as Kidd goes up. There's Robertson. There's Kidd. There's Robertson, and he can't get his shot in. And Celtic breathe again. That was McLeod coming in, picking it up. Just a little flutter of panic in the ranks. Well, Celtic are playing without a left full-back, and Kidd is trying to take advantage of this and come forward, which he's done effectively twice. Tommy Burns. Mugabe turns very well like that. Should be cut off by Kidd. Very wide indeed. McDonald should get it. Kidd slow going after it. Beautiful little dummy. Aiken. Forcing McGray to go back, and that is not effective. It's Hearts they should be turning, not their own defenders. Proven. Look at that congested penalty area. Way very coolly by Jardine. I think this is going to be the main feature of the second half. Celtic piling on the attack, just a little too wide. McLeod might just get it over. I think it's gone across the line. Has indeed. It's a goal kick. What a change though in this match, and that's one of the players who's helped. Mugabe, look at that. 3 Hearts players, and Burns goes right through. Johnston. Doing a bit of twisting. Mugabe. Oh dear. What a fine effort though by Tommy Burns. He wasn't going to hang around and wait for 3 Hearts players to make up their mind who would pick it up. Mark you, if Celtic keep at them like that, they might get these errors creeping into Hearts' game. They've really got to push forward a bit more. Johnson, wrong direction. It's Danny McGray. There's the ball to Proven. Collier's with them. Throw to Celtic. Wasn't much in that sprint. Grain. That's Jordan again. John Robertson. Kept in by O'Leary. Here's Robertson picking it up. Good run by the youngster. Bit of a dive there by Clark. As Celtic go on the break again. There was the gap. Mugabe and Smith cutting it off before Maurice Johnson moved into the box from the left. Robertson, a little bit too square that time. Well, it looked to have gone over initially, but it's a throw to Hearts. No covering Robertson. Oh, effectively down there by William McStay. Mugabe doing the running. Levine goes with him. That's a useful ball. McDonald is there. Now, McLeod. Still the Celtic pressure. What a transformation in this side. Clark. Well, it only breaks to the Celtic player. Proven. McStay. Swept away by McDonald. I think it's gone on, Gas. Throw to Hearts. As I was saying, what an amazing change in the Celtic team against Hibs, and for the first half, or at least the first 35 minutes of the half tonight, they looked a very insipid team. depressed-looking side, not quite sure what they were doing, and now taking the game to heart with a lot of fast and intelligent play. McLeod. Next day. Here's O'Reilly. Burns seeming to relish this game. Now look at that superb 1-2. And Cowie. Oh dear. That might have been the most brilliant own goal of the season. He turned his head the right way, but somehow or other it angled off it wrongly. Henry Smith nearly fainted, however, he's recovered for this. Watson gets it. No shot. Kidd in the break. Oh, dear, oh dear. Kidd recovering. No Celtic player in there, and Watson remains calm, which I think he had to do. Robinson on his own, but support there by Watson. Aiken bricks it up well. Aiken. Just a bit too much in that. Very disappointing, I think, Aiken realising he's got to come forward more now. Celtic must take risks at this stage with just under 15 minutes remaining. Black, a little bit too much in that. Ronnie McDonald, slack header. Lucky to get it again. Cowie panicked there. Nicely flicked forward and picked up well by Smith. Sandy Jordan really remonstrating with his fullback. Clark brought that down brilliantly. Played well to the side by McDonald. Robinson. Well, Hearts won't be too unhappy at the ball inching its way slowly down that touchline. That's McDonald. Captain well. And that's just over. Well, almost a neatly judged cross. Solid touch of the ball. And Sully nicely drifting forward. He'll try the shot. And there it is, equaliser, Monty McLeod. Running right through the gap. And the credit must certainly go to the big defender, Pierre Sully, who did all the skillful and elegant stuff to start off with. Very intelligent ball and just walks away. The McLeod whistled through there to get the equaliser in the 33rd minute of the second half. Jordan, McGrain, and a cross-come shot. That really doesn't do Celtic any good. Rather taciturn features of the Hearts goalkeeper, knowing that there's very little time left in this game. By our watch, just about 2.5 minutes. But there will be more time, there will be injury time. Exactly 2 minutes remaining. There's Black, Alec MacDonald. Oh. McGrain just didn't stop. Jordan. Clark into the space. That's a goal kick. About a minute and a half. Bonner will want to send it long and deep. Kai just gets in. Handball, rather stupid move there by Kai. The last sort of thing the Hearts would have wanted. The second slipping away. That was a very, very poor shot indeed. I think you could see the disappointment in McLeod as he walks back upfield. Although, mark you, he's tried harder than anybody else in his Celtic team. We're into the last minute of normal time, that is. Ryan McClare hardly touched the ball. That will go back to Smith. Watson. Troy goes across. We're now into injury time. The score is still 2-2, and what has been an excellent game, fluctuating in a very classical way, with the Edinburgh side well in the lead, Celtic fighting back, gaining the initiative, and there is Smith at the second effort. I think there may have been a collision, but Sandy Clark, it was his way back, and McNaughton way down the line, and looked like a push there by Bonner McLeod. It's a free kick to Hearts. And we've gone well over a minute of injury time. Clark, both of them missing that. McNaughton. Aiken's there. Well kept in by Aiken. 2 minutes of injury time gone. There's Probin. McClare. Great effort by McClare. Superb effort, he scored. Brilliant goal by McClare. Leaving the Hearts defence stranded. What an amazing winner. 2.5 minutes into injury time, Celtic have won this game. A great diagonal run. We've hardly seen him in a match so far, but what a way to come into it. Nobody making the final target. And then it went in, and Celtic have won this match under the most dramatic circumstances.